Today, Precarious plays
Endless Legend.
The question I had for you
Yes, 12 hours ago.
12 hours ago was, I'm having trouble seeing the rhythm of the game happen.
Yes.
It's probably because we're just starting out here, but like when you're playing Civilization or Alpha Centauri, you kind of get into a rhythm of like you check your resources, you look at the things that you're trying to accomplish, you know, short and long term. Then you make sure that you're building and researching what you want to be building and researching, and then you look at what everybody else is doing and make sure that they're not going to mess up any of your plans. You adjust your plans if necessary, and then you like move some units, and then it goes meow, 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 and then everybody else does their stuff, and then you go again. How does this usually go?
It is remarkably similar to that. Usually what happens for me is that I check to make sure that I'm still researching something. I've actually just changed what I was in the middle of researching because I realized I made a horrible mistake. I thought that you could talk to minor factions from the outset, but that's not the case. To be able to parlay with them and get quests and like resolve situations with them peacefully, you need a technology. That was my mistake. I'll fix it in a minute. Then I double check on my cities, and then I will go and sort of mush my units around the map. I need to remember that I can use the shoulder buttons to move between them really quickly.
Yeah.
So I'm researching something that I want, and all of my deployed armies have acted. 3 turns. If I move this over, will I still get one in 3 turns? No, I will not. The Empirement will be fast, but I'm still in the positive.
So is that your population?
Yeah, so what's happening up here? This represents an arbitrary number of people.
Productive worker.
Right. And this is your FIDC, your food industry science dust influence.
Food industry science dust influence. Yes,
it's
FIDC.
It's FIDC here, but it's presented as FISD.
Oh, that's... Somebody ought to fix that.
Yeah.
How many expansions has this had?
6 or so.
Oh my god, you guys. Come on.
No, it's fine. The point is, you'll often hear me use this interchangeably with culture instead of influence.
Okay.
Just because I don't know, why would they do 2 I's? Anyway, the point
say
is...
FIDC instead of FIDSK. Better acronym.
You can drag and drop population into each of these, and you can see the total. It'll hop up.
Cool.
But the thing that I'm most worried about right now is getting a sizable population, because it's essentially it's a whole nother one of these forever.
Right, which is why you were like, food is really important when you start out, and I'm like, no, and you're like, yes.
Yep. Food is very important. Food and industry. And I mean, science is all right. Dust is always good because you can use dust to rush production on stuff.
It's our money energy.
For example, I think that would actually be enough. I could just buy out the Empire Mint next turn if I wanted to.
But you're
I'm
not
going to, but I could do that.
Mm-hmm. Do you upgrade units here?
Yes, I think you're going to be excited about the results because it's going to feel very familiar when it becomes available.
Yes, and you're going to love it. Do you have to bring them back to town?
Yeah. I think they have to be in friendly territory. I don't think
that's better. For this game, it's way better.
I don't think that they have to be garrisoned.
You can just walk through other people's... Oh, nobody lives there.
Right.
I forgot that we were working with green and green
no
and
one important lives there. Yo, you can't laugh along with me. That was a mean joke. That was That was not good.
Oh, but
That
I
was
was
me
laughing
being a
at
villain.
you, not with you.
No, so all of these
Doodads.
this is something that I like quite a lot about this game. This game I don't think it has like generic brigands or barbarians or whatever.
Yeah.
Every region has a minor faction that lives there, and they have like a personality and a little bit of culture, and they have like a cool art style to them. So like in our home, ooh, are they the creepy eyeless ones?
Let me see. Zoom
Hold
in.
on, I think I can give you more information. Oh, I haven't assimilated them yet. How do I?
That sounds very Borg of you.
No, it's fine. Okay. So I don't want to accidentally like attack them or something.
Just zoom in. See, there they are.
So the point is that they start out hostile to even people that have moved into that region, right? Mm-hmm. And you could respond with hostility of your own, and you could just walk over there and mash them.
Yeah.
And then you can sort of subjugate them by just building the village back up. Mm-hmm. And you get, you eventually get a bonus that way.
Yeah.
Or if you talk to them, imagine that. If you talk
My
to them,
favorite.
you can get a quest from them. And then if you do the quest, then they will be all about your empire, and you can assimilate them, and they just like they provide population to the city that is attached, like is in the same region, and you can recruit them to fight in your armies. Like they're just people, they're just citizens.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you talk to them and say, hey, we live here, you live there, here's some voting rights and whatever, and some food.
Yeah, so my hope is that I'm gonna, like, I don't know if I'm gonna, I definitely need to resolve the situation with this one because they're so close.
Yeah.
To my town, but I'm gonna get the language square and then try to make friends. And I can't remember.
What's the language square?
Language square. It unlocks the ability for your armies to parlay and bribe minor factions.
Oh, wow. So you develop the technology of language, or what's the implication there? Is it a Babelfish location?
Hold on, give me a second, and I can. So I completed the seeker. So what it does, with a public square dedicated to practicing and teaching the many languages of Ariga, conversations with minor factions can now move beyond pointing and grunting.
Okay, so it's like a diplomatic institute where people learn each other's languages. So it's not as cool as a Babelfish.
I don't think it's quite so formal as all that. It made it sound like it was more just like a space for people to hang out, which I think is kind of cool because it's like, oh yeah, I mean, I could see them just sort of doing that if the opportunity was available.
Oh, so it's like Foreign Languages Club.
Sure. Yeah, I think that's closer. How are we doing on the map? There's still a lot of south to go to.
Yeah. Seems so. Seems like we're running into like ocean a lot.
Yeah, I wish we had seen some of it earlier.
I'm sorry. It always feels like whenever we get into these deeper games, we always start off like a rocket. Like, oh my gosh, this game is so big. We have to go. We have to say everything about it in this first 15 minutes. And it's like, no. Oh, maybe we should have taken our time a little longer. But,
Haha, Sisters of Mercy are cool.
Hey, Sisters of Mercy.
Yeah, I don't know if I need them in my army, but so this is ideal. There are images for all of the minor factions. There are descriptions for each of them. And then they have a unit that you can use in your fighting, but then there's also just like a passive sort of cultural benefit. This one I think is a little more combat centric because it increases your health regen.
Yeah.
But there are ones I think that are just like, you just generate more influence because they're natural diplomats.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just have 5 mouths and each one can speak a different language.
Wow. That sounds fun.
Wow, that sounds like a nightmare.
That would be
anything
so
else I need to
cool.
do? Wait. There is one thing that I need to do. The garrison, it can already go up to 4, I think. That's fine, though. No, this is what I need to do. So I've got that. So drop that there, and then in 5 turns instead of 6? Yes, please. And I'm actually gonna cancel that for right now. Is there anything new that I can make? Not yet? No. Okay.
Yeah, this is starting to feel much more of an organized turn system.
Okay, and there's the Empire plan. And then I think the first winter is gonna happen in 2 turns.
Ooh. That does something to our cute but spooky bat people, right?
It flips it. So they become spooky
but
cute.
cute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So are they're like, they get better at fighting?
Yes. And culturally they are more into it. Like it's easier to declare war.
Well, I gotta say that I am a little more hostile in the winter as well.
So I've spoken to the minor faction adjacent to us.
Yeah.
Their brothers have been imprisoned in a nearby region, but only vague clues to their whereabouts have been offered. Find them, free them, and you will cement the tribe's trust.
Will it look like the same types of dwellings, or?
I'm not sure about that. But to pacify them, I have to find and destroy another minor faction village, which is holding kidnapped allies. Oh, the Sister of Mercy.
Come on.
I don't know about that.
That seems like picking a fight that we can't win.
No, that's not the problem. I just don't know if I want to mush the Sister of Mercy. Which one is it? Yes. No, not where it originated. I need to know. Find and destroy. Okay. In a nearby region called Urian. Oh, so that's Urian.
Okay.
So it is that one. If I destroy that encampment of the Sisters of Mercy, then the other group, the group that I just met, will like me more. And I don't think I'm gonna do it though, just because they're really far out of the way. Oh, so that's what a Sister of Mercy's sister. That is what the Sister of Mercy buildings look like.
Mm-hmm.
So in this, I think they're not called the Tauren. What are the Garin? So this is another faction, another minor one, and then this is the Euresis.
Euresis.
Sure. So they do all have different houses.
Cool.
I think what I might do. How much would it cost to bribe them? Oh, whoops. I just wanted to know the cost. Okay, so like 100-ish. That's fine. I have failed the quest, which is fine.
But you just bribed them?
I have bribed them, and now they are our mid-level friends. They have been pacified and are providing a... Let's see.
What are the benefits? Oh.
Yeah, so see, here's 3 + 1.
Yeah.
The 1 is from the pacified village. Do I want to have that? be about the food. I don't think that, no, I think that I need to switch it out of food right now. Yeah, to just supercharge the settler production.
Ooh, we're going to have all kinds of stuff in like 3 turns.
Yeah, so here they are providing, is that all they're providing right now? Well, one more thing. The last thing that I'll mention is that we could now,
Wow, that's
them.
what on earth did the Sisters of Mercy need one of those for?
So they are large multi-headed Hydra.
You were right. They have 7 mouths and speak 8 different languages.
Oh, and
we should not be so focused on their surfaces. Boy, that's startling.
So if we assimilate them and make them like full citizens in our empire, in our faction, then for every one of their towns that join us, like across the entire map, right?
Yeah.
They will all contribute half a point of movement to all of our units.
I mean, that's significant.
It will be. So the thing about the minor factions, and we'll wrap up after this, it always feels like a gamble until you can see a lot more of the map, because their potential is limited by how many of them there are total, right? And how many of those you can actually get your mitts on.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm going to commit to the
Hydras.
The multi-headed move real quick snakes.
Yeah.
Because half a point of movement, I don't even know. I'm not even sure how half a point of movement is tracked.
But if there are a lot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if there are like, nobody needs one Hydra, you know? But if I could have like 5 Hydras, I'll consider it. I'll think about it.
I just want you to get off the screen. That's a little much even for me.
Is there like, I know you can swipe left, swipe right.
I can't remember which one's good and which one's bad.
Well, I just need neutral. I just need like a...
Swipe away.
I'm like a star, like a little star or a heart or a smiley face. You know what I mean? It's like, we'll call you, probably. Maybe.